Winter 1988. My mother really likes the holidays, and she makes sure to decorate for all of them. Christmas is her absolute favorite, though, and she starts dragging out all the decorations after Thanksgiving. Christmas is a big deal every year as she makes the house up into a winter wonderland of her own. She plays Christmas music as she decorates for Christmas, swaying in time to Conway Twitty tunes, her favorite artist for this season. Mom has hazel eyes and dark brown medium length hair, and she is very thin, even despite having birthed 3 children in a period of 6 years. Mom mostly keeps to herself, a homebody with a few local friends, and mostly spends all of her days taking care of that whiny baby brother of mine. However, when she's pissed off, she loses all sense of logic and reasoning, and everyone sees her dramatic side then. Her innate ability to not even know what a poker face is probably her biggest flaw. You never have to wonder what she is thinking, because her face will tell you. Our tradition is to always have a real pine tree at Christmas. Dad piles us all into that ugly old Malibu so we can get our tree, and he drives us into town. Dad is shorter than most of my friends' dads. He has big brown eyes, a crooked nose. He always tries to keep his head covered so that nobody can see that he's balding. Dad is soft-spoken and funny, and he likes to play pranks on us kids sometimes. Mom is always who we go to for most things since he works a lot. So it is exciting for us to find out that we get to join him on tree hunting today. We went shopping for a tree in our local grocery store. The smell of pine permeates the store as we approach it. Trees are lined up all along the front of the store, some taller, some shorter, some brown. Little piles of pine needles run parallel to the wall, behind where the trees are propped up alongside the building. "Look, Dad, this tree looks perfect," I say. Dad looks over to where I'm standing and nods in acknowledgement. He examines the tree and then says, "That tree is too tall," as he looks down at the trunk. "Even if I trim the trunk, it'll be too tall. We need to find something shorter." My brother Colin, with his big brown eyes, just like Dad's, and his mop of thick brown curls, gets Dad's attention and suggests the tree that he is standing near. He points to one not too tall and not too short. Needles aren't raining off of it. Dad beams and looks at us both. This tree will be the tree we celebrate Christmas 1988 with. Dad picks the tree up with ease as we leave the store and places it on his right shoulder, while Mom corrals us away from him so that we don't get under his feet on the way to the car. As we get to the car, the crybaby starts screaming because Mom put him down in the front passenger seat to help Colin and I get into the car. This kid sticks to her like Velcro, and anytime she attempts to even breathe for 5 seconds without him attached to her bosom, he screams, like the Dickens, as my grandma Sandra would say. Right about this time, Colin says, "Hey, Mommy, Mom, 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 Mama." "What?" she replies exasperatedly. I smell a pungent odor, kind of like the smell that baby produces. The smell is wafting through the air with a gradual presence. "Ew!" "Hey, Mom," Colin says again. "Mommy, I crapped my pants." It's not the stupid baby, it's Colin. He's potty training, so he has big boy pants on. He's sitting in his little brown leather car seat, all strapped down, with crap seeping through his clothes. If it wasn't so stinky, it would be funny. He must not mind the smell, and he does think it's funny. He's grinning ear to ear. He's wearing this brown coat that's made out of material that reminds me of a sleeping bag and pants that match. The color kind of reminds me of Mom's refried beans. It is getting funnier. He's wearing brown in his brown little chair while making brown and smiling like the Cheshire Cat. Meanwhile, the car is rocking and shaking as Dad is securing this Christmas tree to the car. Screaming baby, pooping toddler, laughing big sister, exasperated mommy. What a wonderful start to the holiday shenanigans. Dad finally secured the tree to the top of our car with a tarp and some bungee cords. On the drive home, the screaming ceases. The baby is attached to Mother's bosom once again. Poopy Pants is almost asleep. I guess pooping your pants relaxes you. Or maybe it's the warmth of the poop, but apparently it's soothing enough for sleep. It's also long after our bedtime, so that could be it too. Mom makes sure we all get inside and begins cleaning up Colin's mess. She just brought him in, still attached to his car seat. She tells me to go get into pajamas, and I run off to my room to change. Nighttime here is absolutely awe-inspiring. As a kid, I find it fascinating because I can see all these stars in the sky. One evening, Dad takes us out in his Volkswagen Bug with no back seats. Our orange car had finally died, and we parked somewhere to observe all of the wondrous nighttime beauty. Dad has a telescope and he allows us kids to look through it at the moon. We can see big holes from craters when we use his telescope. Dad points out to us the Belt of Orion, the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, and some of the other little constellations. Tonight I notice how bright the moon is, but I don't linger outside to stare up at it. There is a chill, and I only have a thin sweater on. The crybaby stayed at home with Mom, so it's just me, Colin, and Dad. The quiet of the nights is relaxing, and after a short while, Dad packs up the telescope and we head home. I really cherish these moments with Dad. I have a few comfort things that I do. I know I'm 6, but I still secretly suck my thumb. Mom says that it'll ruin my teeth whenever she sees me do this. I ponder it, but I can't resist the urge to do it anyway. I also twitch my blanket. This consists of me rubbing the silk of the blankie between each of my fingers. I have a system for this. The texture of the blanket has to feel the same between each of my fingers, and if it doesn't, then I have to start completely over. This is my ritual. I do this every night for as long as I can before I'm too tired to continue and fall asleep. Tonight I twitch and twitch and twitch away at my blankie. I'm all tucked into my bed, snug as a bug in a rug, Dad always says when he tucks me in. I am thinking about how I should pray before I sleep. I learned this in Sabbath school on Saturday. I'm not sure what I should be saying to Jesus. I just talk to him like normal. Not out loud though. I talk to him in my head. Hey Jesus, I don't know if you were real or not, but I know I should be talking to you. I want to be a good girl. I want friends. I want people to like me. Jesus, I want you to love me. I want Mom and Dad to always love me too. I hope I make it to heaven someday. Can you send me an angel? I would like to talk to an angel. I continue on with my prayer until I forget what to say next or just plain fall asleep. I wake up several times throughout the night, and on one of those times I open my eyes and see something. It is in the corner of my room. I'm a little disoriented. Maybe I'm still dreaming. Even though I see someone in my room, I am not afraid, just a little confused. I don't know this face, or even if this is a male or a female. It is just a presence in my room right now. I do not feel anything other than peaceful. I don't know how long I stare in silence before falling asleep again, but I know that whatever this presence was, it must be an angel. I wake up the next day and tell my mom, I saw an angel last night in my room. She says, you did? I can tell by her voice, she's only half listening. She does this thing when she wants me to think she's listening, and it consists of, that's nice. I decide to just keep this visit by the angel for myself for now. And that's the end of chapter 6.